It's a pretty good idea to learn how to move around in your document because chances are you'll be zoomed in pretty close to do special effects or to do some corrections such as getting rid of a scratch or tear or a blemish. So first of all, let's talk about how to zoom in on a document, and I'm going to use this tool here, which is the zoom tool, and when I click on it I can zoom in on the boot of this character or this lady, for example. And when I do that, you'll notice that I have some scroll bars that I can use to move around. When I use the bottom scroll bar, I'm panning and left to right on the x-axis, which is on the ground plane, and I'm going up and down on the y-axis when I'm using the rightmost scroll bar. Likewise, what I could do to go back out to 100% is double click on the zoom tool, and now I'm back at 100%. I can use this tool here, which is the hand tool, to pan around manually, and I can pan any way I want to. So I can put my mouse up here and pan over here, and of course it depends on how zoomed in you are as to how much you can pan left or right. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm going to grab the magnifying glass or the zoom tool, and on my keyboard I'm going to hold down the Alt or the Option key and click. You'll notice that the magnifying tool will now have a little negative sign in there so I can zoom out. And I'll zoom in again and again and again by clicking. And once again I can grab my hand tool and move around. Double clicking again, zoom me back to 100%. What I can also do, by the way, if you don't want to use this tool here and you have the move tool or any other tool selected, let's say you have the lasso tool selected and you're drawing a lasso selection like this, and you want to temporarily move around in your document, hold down the space bar on your keyboard. It will temporarily drop the tool you had, which was the lasso tool, and allow you to move around. And when you let go of the space bar, your tool comes back. So that's a little shortcut for you, so you don't have to switch tools. I never actually click on this tool. I always use the space bar instead. We also have some other options to zoom in or move around in our document, and that's the view menu. So we can zoom in by pressing Command or Control and the plus sign, and we can also zoom out by hitting the Command or Control and the negative sign. We can also fit all the pixels on the screen by doing this. And what we can do as well is show the actual pixels. So we're looking at the image at 100%. So even if I zoom out quite a bit, I can still go to View and I can show actual pixels. And it will always take me to the actual pixel size of the image. Likewise, let me go ahead and zoom out again. I can also look at the print size, and this will tell me what it's going to look like when it actually prints out on paper. So as you see, there's lots of ways that you can move around in your document using the hand tool, using the zoom tool, using your space bar, and using the scroll bars here to move around in your document.